It's the People Station, V103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. Frank and Wanda in the morning. And Wanda, we have a very special guest in the studio.
We do.
The one and only Storm Reid is here. Of course, she's starring in the film A Wrinkle in Time.
I know. Everybody's talking about this film. I'm so excited.
You know what? It's interesting because everybody's talking about how much of an impact this film is going to have. And Atlanta's own Storm Reid is here.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So I gotta let you know.
Yes,
this
sir.
is how the world works, like 5 degrees of separation.
Yes, sir.
So me and your dad have been friends
Okay.
for like 20 years.
Okay.
And I did not know, I did not put 2 and 2 together.
Really?
But we've been friends for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Not only that, but your sister, Paris,
Yes.
used to work at Frankski's restaurant with
That
me.
is so amazing.
Not only that,
One more
but
thing.
yes, but a very close friend of mine, you went to Chestnut's charter school with Giselle Strong.
No. She was in my same class.
Yes.
OMG.
I used to bring
blowing
Giselle
my
and you all ice cream up at the school. You don't even remember me.
No.
Thank you. I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I know how much of impact I used to have.
Thank you.
But isn't it great?
wow.
This is how the world works.
That's your goddaughter.
Oh,
Exactly. I was trying to say that. Yes. Can I get a hug?
yes.
Long time. I'm so proud of you.
I
You
know.
brought him so big.
Wow.
Let's first start off with your name.
Yes, ma'am.
Amazing.
Thank you.
I love the name. What do you think about your name?
I think it's powerful, and someone asked me a while back, like, if you were to have a superpower name or a superhero name, what would your name be? And I think I said Storm because I feel like I wouldn't want to change my name for anything, and it is so powerful and it's like so unique. I just love it, and I'm glad that I have.
I have a girlfriend named Stormy,
Okay.
and she is definitely Stormy.
Yes.
So I think that name is definitely, it matches the person. Like, it's unique. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You've come a long way.
Yes.
You know, when you look at your projects from even doing local commercials here for Zoo Atlanta when you were really little, now you're doing movies and 12 Years a Slave, and now you're in a movie with Oprah Winfrey and all these great people.
No.
How does that make you feel?
It's a blessing to have doing this for 11 years and to have come this far and have such a great support system. And it just took faith and God at the center of my life to be able to get me to this point.
Right.
And I know the best is yet to come, and whatever's meant for me will be. So
You miss Atlanta?
I do miss Atlanta because, like, my family is here.
Right.
And, like, my siblings, my dad, my grandma, my aunts, cousins, friends. So everybody's here, but I love LA as well.
Okay. All right. Well, here's I got a question for you.
Okay.
So I read somewhere that you are the official like cookie monster of your family.
I love cookies.
And all over, everywhere you go, there's cookies. And
I love me some cookies.
What's your favorite?
Chocolate chip cookies, but they have to be
Really?
like the warm, like soft, chewy chocolate chip cookies.
Okay,
And then I like Oreos,
mint Oreos.
mint Oreos.
That's-
You know that?
I like that.
Mint Oreos and oatmeal raisin cookies.
That's
Oh,
good.
nice.
See that one?
Nice. I know you know everything about her. You were her goddad. Duh.
So did
Wow.
you ever see like yourself getting to this point?
I did.
Did you dream it?
Yes, I did dream it. But I would say that I didn't see myself getting to this point so early in my career or like at such a young age. And of course, I always believed in myself, and my family told me that I was going to be big and be a superstar one day. But I just didn't know it was going to happen so fast. So to be able to have that opportunity and be able to represent young girls that look like me and just a generation of young people, to just let them know that they could do anything they want to do, no matter their age, their race, religion, sexuality, it doesn't matter.
Being that this day and time, everybody's talking about girl power.
Yes.
You know, what lesson did you learn, you know, being a black girl and putting out there for young black girls? What would you say your lesson was?
I just learned, like, throughout this movie and this entire process, and of course I knew it before, but I just realized that we are magic. Like, black girls are magic, and all girls are magic, but I feel like it's important for African American girls to know that they are magic and they can have the same opportunities as other little girls, or as just in the world, and especially as a young African American woman, and then being a woman on top of that.
Exactly.
It's kind of a divide between opportunities in such like a male dominated world.
Say that again.
So
Say that again.
So to be able to just represent them and then learn that lesson myself as such a young person, it's really influential to me and empowering.
So in this film, you play kind of like the nerd.
Yes.
Do you have like nerd tendencies or?
I I think I do.
Yeah?
I think I do. Of course, I love to cook.
Yeah.
And I'm just a regular teenager outside of this. I like to look at cooking shows and read books and have my glasses on. And I'm just like regular. So I think I have my nerdy side, and then I try to be cool sometimes.
So when you did this film, like we see it from the trailer perspective, where you've got all this color and this magical thing and this like fantasy and whatever. Was it tough doing those scenes? Was it like stunt move stuff? Like you're like flying and doing all kinds of stuff.
Right. It was challenging because I did have to deal with a lot of green screen and stunts, which is like two things that I had never worked with before. So it was like kind of like a learning curve.
Yeah.
But Miss Ava did an amazing job of making sure there was rehearsals before and kind of getting to know the process before we started shooting. So I think once we started shooting, it was so great. And it was still challenging because, I mean, how can you imagine that you're flying when you're just looking at a blue wall? That's kind of hard. But no, Miss Ava helped a lot, and I just had to dig in deep within my imagination to kind of make me feel like I was flying.
So who's the person that you met that you were like, oh, wow? I know you've met a lot of people because you were in the Jay-Z video.
No,
and
but I didn't get to meet Jay-Z and Beyonce.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But I hope I get to meet them soon. And Beyonce and Blue Ivy were actually at our premiere, but I didn't get to meet them there. But I think the biggest, like, oh my God, shocker moment where I was pinching myself was Miss Oprah. I would have to say.
What did she say to you?
As soon as I walked in the room, she knew my name. She was like, Storm!
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God!
She's talking to me.
She knows my name.
Yes.
No, but it was so much fun meeting her. And she doesn't act like she's Miss Oprah Winfrey.
Right. She's regular, right?
She's a regular
person.
woman.
Yes.
And she's so grounded and so humble and so talented. So to be able to experience that with her, even though she is a big A-list star, was really good.
And let me ask you a question. Okay. Pretend like your parents aren't here. How is it like traveling all around? You got your parents with you everywhere.
Yes, well, my mom travels with me. My dad lives here in Atlanta. But it's so much fun traveling with my mom and being able to go to new places.
You ever have to say, Mom, like ease up or anything? No, or she just...
No, I feel like she's protective in the right ways.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, both of my parents are protective in the right ways, but they still like let me be a regular teenager and hang out with friends and experience like the teenage life. But of course, I'm not going to go around being crazy.
Wow. What's one of your favorite TV shows, and who's your favorite rapper?
Oh, that's a big question.
Come on.
Okay, my favorite TV show, I would have to say on Disney Channel, it would either have to be Shake It Up, which was with Zendaya, or the Proud Family cartoon.
Okay.
The Proud Family was my jam. And then my favorite rapper, female or just a rapper in general?
Just in general.
Female rapper, Cardi B.
Okay.
And I feel like she's so talented, and then to see how far she's come is really inspiring.
Yes.
And then favorite male rapper, that's a big one. I don't know.
You don't want to say the wrong thing, huh?
No, I just have a lot. Like, okay, oh gosh, I can't think of one. I can't say one.
Okay.
Because there's so many, and you don't want to say the wrong answer.
Right, I got you.
But I admire a lot of rappers.
Okay. All right. Nice.
All right. Well, listen, Wrinkle in Time. Congratulations.
I know.
You know, we look forward to some really
Proud
big
of you.
things.
Thank you so much.
From you. Stay humble.
Yes, sir.
Stay funny.
Yes.
Have a lot of fun. You know, and just be a kid while you still can.
Yes,
All right?
Yes.
And I know your parents got your back, and we all do. We all share
and
in that
make
love.
lots of money.
I'll try.
There you go. All right.
you so
All right,
much.
everybody.
Storm.
Storm Reed,
you.
Frank and Wanda in the
Yes.
morning, the People Station V103.
Yes, thank you.